Hey guys, Antonio here with some more of the Lean Startup by Ries. Today we're going to talk about Chapter 8, Pivot or Persevere. So this chapter is all about that. What you either need to do in business. So the question here is, what do you do? When after you've measured and after you've tested and after you've learned, you need to see, okay, do I go in a different direction? Or do I continue doing what I'm doing? Is what I'm doing growing, making it better? Or is it hurting us? Is it not exactly what we need? So you need to ask yourself that question. So what exactly is a pivot? It's really like a structured and well thought out correction for the course of your product, and it's created to test a new core idea or hypothesis about either the product, strategy, or the engine of growth. So it's not just like, okay, let's just go in a completely different direction. It's really well thought out, and as you're going to see, we need to do a couple things before we can decide that we're going to pivot. And it's really not easy. A lot of times startups have spent so much money, so much time working on this product that they think everyone wants, and they realize that it's not what they want. And once you're that deep, it's very hard to pivot at that point. So the best way to start out then is to constantly be iterating versus going all in on one thing and then realizing that that's not what people want. You really need enough data to decide to get in the proper direction of what you want. It's not this whole process is not going to really make it easier for you because you're going to be emotionally attached to what you have and hope that that's what you were going for. So traditionally, there's this term called runway of how much time a startup has before they either need to fail or they need to succeed. And the traditional way to measure this is take the remaining cash they have left and the monthly expenses. And divide it by the monthly expenses. And the problem we have with that is that the only way you can increase the traditional method is by going out, raising more funding, or by reducing your costs. And when you do either of those things, you're just slowing down the time it's going to take till you actually fail. You're not actually, you're dying, you're bleeding out at a slower rate versus actually improving the problem that you have. Because if you keep heading in that direction without using this method, you're going to keep having the same problem. But the new way of measuring it is the number of pivots you have left, the number of times you can go in a completely new different direction and still be able to survive. So this allows us then to now not be based off of cash and money alone and just simply what can we do to get there. So they suggest having regular pivot or persevere meetings, and Ries says that a couple of times, or some companies have it once every couple of weeks, others have it once every couple of months, and he thinks that the sweet spot is somewhere in between that time period. So maybe once a month, maybe once every 6 weeks, something like that. And who do you need to have at these meetings? Product development team. They need to be able to report the results of all the product optimization efforts that they've had and compare those results to what they expected the optimizations to do. And also you need to have the business team there, and they'll have very detailed accounts of their conversations with the current and potential customers that they're looking to have. And from there, you can now use both of this bit of information from the product development team and the business team to decide whether you need to pivot or persevere with what you are on course to do. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson on pivot or persevering from the Lean Startup. I left a link in the description down below to purchase a copy yourself on Amazon. Actually, there's still a lot more in this chapter, but I feel like it wasn't fully relevant to the lesson on pivoting, persevering. The end has a bunch of different types of pivots that you may be interested in with your business, so check out the book. Also, guys, please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe along for more videos, guys. Have a great day.